Good morning. I'm having my coffee. It says, strong is the new pretty. Hope everybody doing well. I come to tell y'all that we lost a child star on the 6th of April. Y'all remember Jay North of Dennis-the-menace fame? He died. He had colorectal cancer. He was 73. And y'all, when I was looking up, I didn't know I know he had guest appearances and stuff, and I know, let's see, he was born April 3rd, 1951. He died. He was born August 3rd, and he died. He was born in 1951. He was 73 years old. He died April 6th, 2025. Okay, he started out as a child actor. His mother worked for some company, and she got him, to do some show, engineer something or something. But that's neither here nor there. They say he appeared in 8 TV series, 2 variety shows. Okay, the 8 TV series, some of them were Donna Reed, I think Fathers Know Best. Let's see. Fathers Know Best. 3 feature film. I know they say he played in Zebra in the Kitchen and Maya, set in India. Now, I remember Maya. I remember seeing that he and some Indian boy riding the elephant. I remember that. They say he was born in Hollywood. His father was an alcoholic. His mother worked hard. After y'all remember, he had this little girl in the show named Margaret. And then he had a good old Mr. Wilson. He was always getting in some, they call him, they said he was I wrote down the good-natured, mischievous Dennis Mitchell on Dennis-the-Menace from 1959 to 1963. After that, he did voiceover, they said, and he did some voice, I think, over for Pebbles and Bam Bam and some other shows. They said he became an icon, and yes, he did. Y'all know, I think he almost, I don't know, he might have got stereotyped, I'm not sure. But they said not being able to mingle with other children, and he was going to school only like 3 hours a day and all that. When he did get to do other things like being with other children, he had problems, like socializing, and he had trouble keeping up with his studies. Okay, the 2 variety show was Red Skelton and I think the Lucy Show. He became a household name for being the good-natured, mischievous little boy. Y'all know Dennis was always getting in something. When they made the remake and the other little boy played it, you remember that he knocked the man's teeth in the sink and he took some chiclets and put in it. And I saw one of Dennis. I watched some Dennis-the-Menace, I think it was last month, because you can get those shows. I watched some Dennis-the-Menace, I watched some Donna Reed, and I watched some Doris Day. There's some of the shows from back, and That Girl. There's some of the shows from back in the day that was nice, wholesome shows. Okay, let's see. Okay, some of his friends that he played on the show with was Lauren Chapin. She played on Father Knows Best. Her dad called her Kitten. I think he was the one he called Kitten. And Angela Cartwright was on Make Room for Dana with Danny Thomas. I used to love Angela Cartwright. I even had some Angela Cartwright paper dolls, y'all. And Paul Peterson from the Donna Reed Show. And he had Dennis-the-Menace. Jay North had a role on General Hospital in 1982. He was busy, busy, busy. They said he was battling cancer for a few years. Y'all, I pray that his family, let's see, at age 7 is when he really got into it. And they were talking about how he got paid His mama, he said his mama never lived off the earnings he made. She made her own money through what she was working with and everything. So while his mom was working, they said that his mama's sister and her husband was the one that was on set with him, and they were saying that he fell out a little bit with his aunt and uncle because said behind closed doors they abused him. So I don't know. Y'all go to Wikipedia or just Google his name and you'll see all the stuff. I couldn't. Okay, I hate stuff written on the back. Okay, that. Oh, yeah, he did commercials as Dennis. He was on the Donna Reed show, Red Skelton, and he, I guess felt some kind of way when good old Mr. Wilson passed away, and that was played by Joseph Kern. He also had appearances. Here's a few shows he had some appearances on, y'all. But this is not all of them. Man from Uncle, The Lucy Show, My Three Sons, and 77 Sunset Strip. Y'all remember Cookie? Cookie, Cookie, lend me your comb. Well, yeah, a lot of y'all too young. But anyway, I think they said he was married 2 times. And I don't remember if he had any biological children. He became stepfather to, I don't know which one of his wives had 3 children. He became their stepfather. So he played those roles. And y'all, I remember one where I watched a few weeks ago. And there was this little boy that trailed behind him. I think they were supposed to babysit this lady. Nobody never wanted to babysit Dennis because he was always getting in something. Y'all remember that. This one, they got the old lady that babysit him, his mom and dad, that they were going somewhere. I don't know what, to the movie or dinner party or what. But he got in so much trouble, it was hard for them to find a babysitter. So this one lady came, so he got another little boy to play him and lay in the bed and everything. And he was out doing stuff. He sneaked out. Then there was one where the man was painting the house. I don't know if it was Mr. Wilson or who. It might have been Mr. Wilson. And he said, let me help you. And he said, no. And the man moved the paint and everything. And Dennis came along and moved the paint. And when the man stepped off the ladder, he stepped in the paint. I said, I'm not going to watch any more of this Dennis-the-menace because this little boy, y'all know there are those little children all over. They're always getting into something. A lot of us had those Dennis-the-menace quote, air quotes, type kids in our lives because, let me tell you, I got a little great grandson. He's always in something. But anyway, let's pray for his family that they be allowed to mourn in private, that his wife and kids get the strength to go on, because he was still rather young. But he did a lot. I was reading. He did a lot of voice over. I think he did. I know they say he did a voice over Pebbles and Bam Bam. I got to go reheat my coffee, y'all. I always sit and let my coffee get cold. But strong is the new pretty. I'm so glad of that. But he became a household name and an icon. And I think he was getting kind of weary of that, not being able to get out there and play with his friends. This is sometimes they would give him a free day, or his uncle would take a free day and they would go play baseball and do things that the other kids were doing. Because I can't imagine he failed at 7 or 8 years old and he was on set like 3 hours. No, I think he did schooling for 3 hours. And then I don't remember how long they said he was on set. But anyway, so I'm going to try to find some pictures and put in here. I think I got one for my thumbnail. Then I'm going to go back and if I find any more information that I think, you know, because y'all know we're losing, I think it was last month or whenever it was, we lost a lot of legends. Jerry Butler, Angie Stone, uh, hmm, George Foreman, um, the guy from Isley, Chris Jasper, Roberta Flack, and there's some few more that I can't remember their names right now. But I think I may just do a video and sum up the ones because they was going like 3 or 4 at the time. So anyway, y'all, please pray that his family could grieve without a camera or a microphone stuck in their face asking them questions. Because they said the man, he had colon cancer for quite a few years. And I had a sister-in-law who died from colon cancer, and they tried. He fought hard. So, the Lord saw fit to call him home. So I just pray that his family, just pray that the Lord give them the strength to carry on. So I thank you for watching my videos. Please like, share, and comment. And I'm going to start doing some shorts, y'all. I never knew that you can get, well, I knew you can get views from shorts, but I never knew how much fun shorts are. Okay? All right, till next one, bye. I just made a video about Dennis-the-menace, right? But I was just thinking, that little iconic picture of him on his bicycle leaning forward like that, y'all, that took me for a loop. Because he would get on that bicycle, and I think it had a little bell thing on it he used to ring. That little bull was a hoot.